Good morning, YTPC. Philly Piper Mike here. Tuesday, May 11th. 50 degrees here in southeastern Pennsylvania, going up to 64 again. Today I am smoking my Radice pardon me, I got my Radice billiard, natural virgin. It is very nice, kind of similar to the bowl that I was smoking yesterday, that ruby stained one, very similar. That one's a little bit bigger. This one has a little bit of that, for lack of better, volcanic top to it, which you can see a lot of times in Radice's other, when it's stained. Usually this part is like a black or a brown, and then this part is like a light or unfinished stain. Pretty unique. It's the only finish that I've seen, or Radice's the only people that do that. And I don't know the story behind it, but they have a lot of pipes like that. And today I am smoking LJ Peretti's 150th anniversary flake. Which I didn't get a chance to read the details on it, but I think it's, it's obviously it's a Virginia flake, and I think it's finished in it's got a port wine type of topping, which I don't really taste. It's kind of a pain to work with. It's very thick, rock hard flakes, super dark. You really got to work to break them apart, to get them to the point where they're not just like stones in your pipe. And as you can see, it's kind of a pain in the butt to light too, or to keep lit. Once you get it going, it'll stay, but it's kind of a pain to get it going. Now, I know some people love this flake. It's good quality. It doesn't really do too much for me. There's not a whole lot of flavor there. London Flake is one of my favorite, one of my favorite LJ Peretti. Same thing with number 8 slices and Boston slices. They're my 3 favorite Peretti blends. This, I bought a couple ounces of it just to try, and I can't say that I'd probably buy more. Again, and maybe it's just me, it just doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. But some of that also makes me wonder, this morning I smoked Former's Bird's Eye, which is a vapor. And most of Former's vapors are fairly flavorful. Some of them are very heavy on the perique. So, I think a lot of that has to do with what you smoked. Like, maybe if I had smoked this the first bowl of the day, it would taste a little bit more to me. But I think maybe after smoking a heavier vapor, it's coming across as not that flavorful. So I take that into consideration. But yeah, I mean, this stuff, it's really hard to keep lit. It's really just, I don't really enjoy blends that I have to really work hard to smoke. It's a big reason why I wasn't a huge fan of a lot of the McClellan blends. You know, the Virginias were the same type of cut, just thick, chunky, moist. And sometimes I feel like when a blend is like that, you spend so much time, you're just roasting it away, trying to keep it lit. They end up just torching some of the nuance of the flake. I prefer, a nice thinner flake that's not as compact and hard and, light's easy, and you let the blend just go on its own. Especially for Virginias. I feel like Virginia blends really suffer if you're, because if it's hard to keep lit, you're just by nature you're gonna puff faster than you should, just to kind of keep it lit. And when you do that, then you end up getting it all steamy, and you end up getting tongue bite, or just the nuance of the blend is lost on the fact that you're just puffing it like a freight train, which is not the way I like to enjoy Virginias. Talking doesn't help, obviously, but and I don't really know what I can compare this to. There isn't really anything that's jumping off the page at me. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, I don't want to say it's flavorless, but I'm not getting really much of most of the, I'm not getting the bready type of Virginia. I'm also not really getting like the citrusy hay type. It's kind of just, there's really not a whole lot there right now. And I kind of felt that way the first time I smoked this. And in fact, I had ordered this a couple months ago when I ordered just like an ounce. When I made my first Peretti order, and I got it, and it was so like rock hard, and I'm like, I know people love this blend. Like, did I get a bad batch, or was this sitting around? Is it like stale? Like, is it dried out? What's the deal with it? So I ordered another 2 ounces, and it was definitely a little moister, and I had bigger flakes than what I had got the first time. But I still get the same taste profile from it, which is that it doesn't really taste like much. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole lot I can say about it. It's fairly underwhelming to me, for my palate. And I've been smoking a lot of Virginias lately, so it's not like, this is the first Virginia I've smoked after smoking a bunch of vapors or Kentucky blends or anything like that. So, yeah, I mean, give it a shot for yourself. I know, like I said, I know some people really love it. It's their favorite flake. And that's awesome. But for me, it just doesn't do it. Like I said, it's not bad. Once you get it going, it gets a little bit more flavorful down the bowl. But the first third of the bowl is pretty uneventful. So, I have so many other good blends that I don't find myself reaching for it at all, because I know I'm going to be underwhelmed. You know, if you haven't tried any LJ Peretti blends, you know, London Flake, number 8 slices, and Boston slices are my top 3. I have a lot of them. London Flake's one of my favorite vapors. But anyway, so I still haven't heard anything about Timber Drifter. I gotta see if there's a way to reach out to him directly. I guess you can message people directly on YouTube. I don't know if Facebook. I don't know his real name, or if he's got an Instagram or anything. I have to look into that. But I don't know if anybody's seen or heard from him. But it's been a couple months, I think, since I've seen him. He hasn't posted any videos. He hasn't commented on any of my stuff. So I hope all is well with him. Hopefully today, depending on how crazy work is, I have me and Ben Unicorn Piper did a trade, which I'm gonna trade the trade. It's some Jermaine's Royal Jersey. I think it's the Royal Jersey Latakia Flake. He's traded me some of that. I have some of the Stockton, the McBaron Stockton, that he wasn't able to get a hold of, and I have one of the tins that was the release of 2021, and then I also, when I had ordered from Esterbro's, I guess it's readily available over there because of the deeming regulations and whatnot. So I got another tin, which is a different tin art. It's just like the normal Stockton. I got a tin from there. So Ben and myself are both big fans of McBaron and their spun cut or coin cut. So I will have that stuff, you know, because he had made a video and was looking to trade for it, and I'm like, look, I have it. He's like, yeah, but you don't like Latakia. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I can just trade it. I'll take that trade and then trade that for something I do like, just to kind of help him out. And of course, in typical me fashion, there's a couple little surprises in there for him. And then Steve, who I believe is Walk Slowly or Walk Slow. I have a package going out for him, which he's probably going to think I'm crazy when he receives it, but him and I have had conversations going back a while about, you know, he's a big fan of Escudo and that type of flavor profile, that tartness, the sourness that he gets from the Perique in that blend. And so I sent him a bunch of samples of blends like that, and then I also some samples of some other blends that I think he might enjoy, or that I kind of wanted him to try, that have a unique flavor profile that might hit on some of the things that he's picking up in the vapors. So we'll see. See how that goes. But hopefully I should be able to get to the post office today if all goes well, and get that stuff in the mail. Anyway, guys, I'm at work, about to walk over to work. So yeah, give it a try. I mean, if you're you might like it, you might love it. It's just 150th isn't for me. There's many other Peretti blends that I enjoy better, or enjoy more, I should say. But anyway, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you on the next one. And remember, the left lane is for passing. See you guys.